The problem is that most guys will tend to put too much out there. They make it too obvious that they're interested in them. So I always say pull back a little bit from that, because that's the common case. If you don't do that, if you have that self-control, we'll talk about self-control a little bit too. It's sincere in that way too.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a sincere compliment. Because you're willing to get past it quickly, and it's not transactional. Here, I've got a compliment. You can have one of these. I'd like you then to give me your phone number. Then it becomes I give, you give, I give, you give. That's the wrong approach, right? You got to give with no expectation of return. If you can genuinely do that, then you have what you had, which you experienced that energy of. They were more than willing after that. It's showing that you recognize the situation again, right? You're aware of the social situation and the dynamic that's going on between you. Right. So, yes, you're right. If anytime you can bring it out in the open like that and talk about it like that, it's a cool thing. Plus, you could do exactly what you did. You know, at the end of the conversation, you could have fun with it and go, "You're a pretty girl. Can I have your phone number?" And kind of like do that. Be a dork. Right. It might be too much of a dork. Come on. I want to be needy. Come on, please give me your phone number. Time bridges. We're in the last stage of calibration for what you want to get from the approach to the I'm out of the approach, right? What do I do to close? This is closing / escalation. How do I get it to the next step? Okay? Time bridges means we're going to go from today, when I'm talking to you now, to the next time we get together again. Somehow we got to get there, right? So I got to have contact information. These are indirectly direct. We're talking about the social situation that we're in, but I'm asking him a question that doesn't really mean I'm interested in him. Okay? Kind of clever in its own little weird way. At least I like to think it's clever. But it is. It's indirectly direct. It gives you another way of going in. And it's asking a question about something you're interested in. I invented this because I was always asking questions of women when I would go out, when I'm with somebody else or I'm on my own. I want to do some research. So I'll ask questions like this. What do you think guys are so nervous about approaching women? What do you think women want most from men today? Let's talk about kinesthetics. This is, again, something that's difficult to explain verbally. I can't describe adequately what some things are, but if you see them, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. So we'll be doing a little bit of demonstration of this, but I want to give you some of the opening stuff just to understand about kino and what it is in the big picture. Okay? Proxemics is one side of it. Proxemics is the study of physical distance. It's how distant I am physically from you guys right now. It's also distance from me to another person, and depending on the context of the situation. You start off being far from another person. Okay? So you've got to bridge that gap. You've got to get closer to them. Eventually, very close to them, you hope. So getting that distance covered. Kinesthetics is the study of the physical touch. So now once I've crossed that distance and I'm getting close to the woman, how do I handle the touch? How do you handle touch with guys, too? This is important, too. There's more than just the female side of this. There's physical touch with guys and girls. So let's go into some of the basics about kino that we want to make sure we understand. Proxemics. Start with an oblique body angle. Don't be directly facing. So for now, pretending there's somebody here. I don't always want to be like here facing somebody. Or even if I'm walking up to somebody, I don't want to be like directly on with them. She's standing there, stay right there. And I'm walking up to her. I can come up this way, which again is can be off-putting, can be a little bit too much. I can come in at an angle this way, which is a little bit easier going, right? I'm kind of facing this way, she's kind of facing this way. We meet actually out here somewhere.